Good evening, everyone. Time now for a tropical Alberto update with J7409. You know, I've been watching this thing all afternoon, and we had to see if it was going to take that turn to the north-northwest, which it did. We had to see if the dry air was going to wrap around into it and make it not intensify. It's wrapping into it, but like I said in one of my other updates, this is the little storm that just don't want to die. Because check this out now. Let me get this down so you can see. This is the latest update from the National Hurricane Center at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So what is going on? Well, it is the sustained winds are climbing. I've seen so many people say, no, it wasn't going to climb. I think it will climb. I still have my thoughts of it actually becoming hurricane strength, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a tropical storm, okay? 60-mile-per-hour winds. 60-mile-per-hour winds. The barometric pressure is 991 millibars. It is slowed down some. It's moving at 10 miles per hour from the northwest, and it's located, if you're tracking it, at 28.4 north, 85.7 west. That's 28.4 north, 85.7 west. And the sustained winds at this time are 65 miles per hour. I was looking at some of the satellite data from the last time the reconnaissance plane went up and checked it out, and let me see if I can get this down. There's the airplane up there, as you can see. When we come down here a little bit, you can see the bars. Let me see if I can get this better for you. Now, as you can see, the plane went right through the center, or as close to it as it could go. Now, these bars represent the wind speed in knots, okay? All right, so we've got some red bars in here. That's 60 miles per hour right there. And all afternoon, no, it probably isn't going to do anything. Well, it's going to have some wind with it. Some wind that you're really not used to. I'm not trying to make this like a big, bad, scary storm. I'm just trying to let you know whenever it does come in. And I'm thinking it's coming in the panhandle of Florida. When it does come in, you're going to know it. Okay? And it's going to drag out for a while. Drag out for a long time. As soon as it hits land, though, it should start to immediately die down. But it's going to be a real rainmaker. And wherever it comes in is going to be very, very, very windy. Okay? And all of the wind is out to this quadrant over here. And I'll pull this down. This is where the highest winds are, right in this quadrant here. Over here, we have some of the orange, as you can see. That's like 55 mile per hour sustained winds. This is 60 mile per hour sustained winds. Wherever this thing spins around and comes in, these are the wind bars that you will feel. Now, I'm not going to make this long and drawn out. Everybody knows the deal, okay? Wherever that blue line is, you see, right down in here, you are under a tropical storm warning. Should come in right up in here, the Florida Panhandle. You can see where it's going. Should finally fizzle out. I still think it's going to come back around as a low and then go off my coast. But this is what we're looking at right now. It will probably turn into a tropical storm sometime in the early morning hours, okay? And then by late afternoon tomorrow, it should have already hit land. Sometime by tomorrow, this is when it should come ashore. I'm looking at this the first time with you guys right now. This is the National Hurricane Center's tracking map. I zoomed it up some. What do you know? Fort Walton Beach. I moved it a little bit east, and what do you know? Looks like I hit it, folks. Woohoo! I don't know if I did or not. It doesn't matter where it comes in. Anybody living in these areas, wherever you see this little purple line going out, I would suggest to all of you, all the way over to Mobile, Pensacola, all in this area, especially where you see this cone, for all of these areas here, all the way down here, and then we come up here, all the way across. If you live in any of these areas where this little purple line is, and especially from right around here all the way up to Fort Walton Beach, and then over towards Pensacola, please, I suggest to you to pay very close attention to your local weather forecasters or your NOAA weather radio stations and all of that good stuff, because if it were to intensify more, right now I think it's just going to be a good tropical storm. But if it were to intensify anymore, you really need to know, I know you're ready, if someone, your plans are ready to take off and go with, if someone says you need to evacuate. That's all I'm saying. No panic, no scare. Use your head and get right for a rainy, very windy day tomorrow. So, with all of that said and done, I'll be back in the morning with you with the good Lord's will. We'll check out what's happening then, so far as storm surge and everything else. In the meantime, you guys have a good night. Please subscribe and please share this video with your friends and family. Make them aware if you have anybody in these areas that I have just showed you, because this is what it's looking like, people. Okay? I mean, this is the way it is, and it's just a few hours away. Please subscribe, click the bell, share, comment, and like. I'd appreciate it a whole lot. And thank you for the tips that you send me. I know it's a little complicated. You have to click the link. It takes you to my channel page, but then all you got to do is click the PayPal button in the upper right-hand corner. I appreciate it so very much. It helps me out so much. And if you can't send me a tip, that's okay too. I thank you and appreciate you just watching and sharing my videos, helping me to help others be aware and stay safe. Everyone have a good night. Peace, love, and kindness to all.